The solar system comprises the Sun, 8 planets, their respective moons, and other celestial objects, such as asteroids and comets, all of which orbit the Sun. We refer to Earth as our world, but it occupies only a small part of the vast universe. The solar system consists of the Sun, 8 planets, their moons, and other celestial objects such as asteroids and comets, all orbiting around the Sun. All these elements together make up the universe. The natural objects we see in the sky include the Sun, the Moon, the stars, and the planets, which are called heavenly bodies.
Eduscope planet.
The Sun, the star of our solar system. Type, a star, not a planet. Size rank, largest object in our solar system. Diameter, about 1,391,400 kilometers, about 109 times wider than Earth. Position, at the center of the solar system. Distance from Earth, about 150 million kilometers. What is the Sun made of? Mostly hydrogen, about 74%, and helium, about 24%. The Sun is a giant ball of hot gases, plasma. It produces energy through a process called nuclear fusion, where hydrogen turns into helium deep in the Sun's core. The layers of the Sun, from inside to outside. Core, the center of the Sun. This is where nuclear fusion happens. Temperature, around 15 million degrees Celsius. Radiative zone. Energy from the core slowly moves outward. It can take thousands of years for light to pass through this zone. Convective zone. Hot gases rise and cooler gases sink, like boiling water. Photosphere. The part we see is the surface. Temperature, about 5,500 degrees Celsius. Chromosphere. A thin layer above the surface, seen during solar eclipses. Corona. The outermost layer looks like a white halo during a solar eclipse. Extremely hot, over 1 million degrees Celsius. Importance of the Sun. Gives us light and heat. Without the Sun, Earth would be frozen and dark. Supports life. Plants use sunlight for photosynthesis, making food, which supports the entire food chain. Controls the solar system. The Sun's strong gravity keeps all planets, moons, asteroids, and comets in orbit. Drives the weather. The Sun heats Earth's air and water, creating winds, clouds, and rain. Amazing facts about the Sun. The Sun makes up 99.86% of all the mass in the solar system. Light from the Sun takes about 8 minutes and 20 seconds to reach Earth. It rotates once every about 27 days at its equator. If the Sun were a hollow ball, over 1 million Earths could fit inside it. The Sun is about 4.6 billion years old, and it will shine for about 5 billion more years before it becomes a red giant and then a white dwarf. How do we study the Sun? Telescopes on Earth and in space. Special space missions like SOHO, Solar and Heliospheric Observatory. Parker Solar Probe, launched by NASA in 2018 to go closer to the Sun than ever before. Solar eclipses also help scientists study the Sun's outer layers. There are 8 planets in the solar system. They move around the Sun in fixed paths called orbits. Order of the planets from the Sun. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Out of these, Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars are made of solid things with a molten center. These are called inner planets. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune are called outer planets. Beyond the orbit of Neptune, there are many dwarf planets. Terrestrial planets, rocky. Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. These planets have solid rocky surfaces. Gas giants and ice giants. Jupiter and Saturn are gas giants, made mostly of gas. Uranus and Neptune are ice giants, made of ice and gas. Earth, our home. The third planet from the Sun. The only known planet with life, water, and oxygen. Has one moon. Moons, natural satellites. Moons are objects that move around planets. Earth has one moon. Jupiter has over 90 moons. Dwarf planets. Smaller than regular planets. Example: Pluto, once considered the 9th planet. Asteroids. Rocky objects that orbit the Sun. Most are found in the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter, comets. They are made of ice, dust, and rock. They have long, glowing tails when they come near the sun. Meteors and meteorites. Meteors are small space rocks that burn up in Earth's sky. We call them shooting stars. If they land on Earth, they are called meteorites. The 8 planets of the solar system. Mercury. Position: closest planet to the Sun. Size: smallest planet in the solar system. Surface: rocky and full of craters, like our moon. Temperature: very hot during the day, freezing cold at night. Moons: none. Time to orbit the Sun: 88 Earth days, shortest year. Interesting fact: it has no atmosphere to keep heat. Discovered by, known since ancient times, by early astronomers like the Babylonians. Venus. Position: second planet from the Sun. Size: similar in size and shape to Earth, often called Earth's twin. Surface: covered in thick clouds of poisonous gas. Temperature: hottest planet, hotter than Mercury due to thick clouds trapping heat. Moons: none. Time to orbit the Sun: 225 Earth days. Interesting fact: it rotates backwards, opposite direction of most planets. Discovered by, known since ancient times, visible to the naked eye. Earth. Position: third planet from the Sun. Size: fifth largest planet. Surface: 70% water and 30% land. Atmosphere: supports life, has oxygen and water vapor. Moons: 1, called moon. Time to orbit the Sun: 365 days, 1 year. Interesting fact: the only planet known to support life. Mars. Position: fourth planet from the Sun. Nickname: the red planet, because of iron oxide on its surface. Surface: rocky, dusty, and cold, with mountains and valleys. Moons: 2, Phobos and Deimos. Time to orbit the Sun: 687 Earth days. Interesting fact: scientists believe water once flowed on Mars. Jupiter. Position: fifth planet from the Sun. Size: the largest planet in the solar system. Type: gas giant, mostly made of hydrogen and helium. Moons: 95 plus moons. The biggest one is Ganymede, larger than Mercury. Special feature: it has a huge red spot, which is a giant storm. Time to orbit the Sun: 12 Earth years. Interesting fact: its magnetic field is the strongest of all planets. Discovered by, known since ancient times. Studied in detail by Galileo Galilei in 1610 using a telescope. Saturn. Position: sixth planet from the Sun, known for its beautiful rings made of ice and rock. Type: gas giant. Moons: over 140 known moons. Titan is the largest. Time to orbit the Sun: 29 Earth years. Interesting fact: Titan has a thick atmosphere and may support life. Discovered by, known since ancient times. Rings were discovered by Galileo Galilei in 1610. Uranus. Position: seventh planet from the Sun. Type: ice giant, made of water, methane, and ammonia. Color: bluish-green due to methane gas. Moons: 27 known moons. Time to orbit the Sun: 84 Earth years. Interesting fact: it rotates on its side like a rolling ball. Discovered by William Herschel in 1781, the first planet discovered with a telescope. Neptune. Position: eighth and farthest planet from the Sun. Type: ice giant. Color: deep blue due to methane in the atmosphere. Winds: fastest winds in the solar system, over 2,000 kilometers per hour. Moons: 14 known moons. Largest is Triton. Time to orbit the Sun: 165 Earth years. Interesting fact: sometimes Pluto comes closer to the Sun than Neptune. Discovered by Johann Galle in 1846 using math predictions by Urbain Le Verrier. What is the Moon? The Moon is a natural satellite of Earth. It is the 5th largest moon in the solar system. It orbits, goes around, the Earth about once every 27.3 days. The moon has no light of its own, it reflects sunlight. It's made of rock and dust, with mountains, valleys, and craters. What are stars? Stars are big balls of hot glowing gases, mainly hydrogen and helium, that give off light and heat. The stars are fixed in one place. The sun is a star. Our sun is the closest star to Earth. It looks bigger and brighter than other stars because it's much closer to us. Stars are far away. Other stars look small and twinkle in the night sky because they are very, very far away from Earth. Stars come in many sizes and colors. Some stars are small, others are huge. Their colors can be blue, white, yellow, orange, or red, depending on how hot they are. Stars are born in nebulas. A nebula is a big cloud of gas and dust in space. That's where new stars are born. Life of a star. Stars are born, shine for millions or billions of years, and then die. Big stars can explode in a blast called a supernova. Stars form groups, constellations. Stars often form patterns in the sky called constellations. Famous constellations: Orion, Ursa Major, and Scorpius. We see stars at night. We can see stars only at night because the sun's light during the day hides them. Stars help in navigation. In ancient times, sailors and travelers used stars to find direction. The North Star, Polaris, always points north.